In the name of the Lord Yeshua, the Messiah, the Holy One of Israel and the Church, please hear this word. Almost exactly 1 year ago, a major super-typhoon was headed for and predicted to hit Cebu City, almost dead center and head-on. In the last few hours before making landfall, it veered to the south and caused great flooding, loss of life, and damages to the south of Cebu. Then in mid-October this year, a major 7.2 earthquake rocked Bohol and Cebu and surrounding islands, causing great damage in many buildings and properties and loss of life exceeding 200 people. Significantly, many churches were greatly damaged or destroyed by this earthquake, including the belfry of the Sto Niño Cathedral in downtown Cebu City. Please see the video link below where the text of this message is also found. Shortly after that major disaster, there were 3 very rare tornadoes that crossed over the seaway from Bohol to Mactan Island and Lapu Lapu City, Mandaue, and parts of Cebu, this causing damages to homes and properties. And this also was another warning from God. Then most recently in November of this year, just this past month as I record this, what has been called by many the Monster Super-Typhoon of the century. This typhoon devastated huge areas of the central Philippines, including northern Cebu, Leyte, Samar, and many other places and smaller islands. This typhoon was so huge, so massive and powerful, that it literally shocked the world as it swept through the central heart of the Philippine Islands. What has God been saying in all this? Is he simply looking the other direction when such things happen? Has he seemingly removed his hand of protection from many parts of this nation? If so, why? What has God been saying in all this? Is he definitely speaking in circumstances? God definitely speaks in circumstances. He speaks in circumstances as well as by his word and by his servants who hear from him, and those who seek to understand his will and his ways. This is about getting real and getting honest before God. It is in regards to the sins in the churches, the sins in the churches, and what is required to obtain God's renewed favor and divine protection. This recording, this video, that which I've also put over Facebook and every place that I can have it before the eyes of the people. This is an invitation to all concerned Christians, pastors, and prayer warriors to meet in our home and in each other's homes in order to seek God in earnest repentance over the sins and offenses in the churches and in the nation, in order to seek God in earnest repentance over the sins and offenses that are in the churches and in the nation. This is to seek also God's forgiveness and mercy, and for His favor and divine protection to return to the nation and the people of the Philippines. Here then is a guideline I am offering and an outline for prayers, needed prayers, a list of sins and offenses we will be praying over specifically and by name before God in earnest repentance over these things. Beginning with this, I will name them one by one. The guideline for prayer for all Christians at this time. Beginning with flagrant idolatry, both in the making, the merchandising, and the use of religious images in direct violation of God's commandment. Repentance also for various idols of the heart, including anything that by degrees replaces the primacy and priority of Christ and His kingdom in His church, in His people. Number 2, carnal, ungodly youth rock music in churches and assemblies and sanctuaries. This music and praise and worship, this is a music and praise and worship that is mostly worldly, carnal, and not honoring to or acceptable to God. It is not acceptable to Him unless it is holy. It is not. Worse than this, most Christians are not even aware of, nor do they discern how ungodly much of this youth music is in the sight of God. Discernment. Most of this kind of music is just plain not worthy of Him. What are you going to do about it? Number 3, a lack of modesty in women's dress and fashions today, promoting both lust and immorality. There is a very real difference, my brethren. Listen to me. There is a very real difference between a girl or a woman looking lovely or feminine or beautiful, and instead showing off her body in a way that intends to elicit lust of the eyes or lust of the flesh. The former is fine, looking beautiful. The latter is sin. Lust in immodesty, fashion, and dress. God knows all about it. And He's not looking the other way. Number 4, rebellious, undisciplined children in the churches. This is, of course, the fault of the parents, the society, and pastors who do not teach proper respect for elders and authority. Number 5, lust, the sin of lust, adultery, live-ins, homosexual couplings, and some of this even in the midst of both Catholic and Protestant churches, either hidden or known.